Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and this week we are gonna do a what I spend in a week in Philadelphia. So I live in Rittenhouse Square, Philadelphia, and I have watched some videos like this in the past. I really enjoy watching people kind of vlogging what they spend in a week and like looking at the different neighborhoods people live in, different areas people live in, and how they spend their money. I'm super interested in personal finance, and I thought this would be a fun exercise for me and hopefully interesting to you guys. So all week long, I'm just gonna kind of vlog with you whenever I spend money. I'm gonna tell you what I spent, what I bought, how much I spent, and maybe at the end of the week we'll do a little review about whether I thought it was worth it or if I would have made different decisions. Today is Sunday, September 25th, and this is a good day to start this video because I normally sit down every Sunday and I go through my purchases from the last week and I import them all into my little budget system that I use. So I figure we'll do this like Sunday through Saturday. That's the way I normally manage my money every week. So like I said, I'll just bring you guys along this week as I am shopping and purchasing things, paying bills, anything like that, and I will tell you what I'm buying. So today I'm actually about to head over to like the Queen Village part of Philly because I'm working on a thrifting video. So I'm gonna film a little bit over there and I am gonna Uber over there. So I think it'll be around like $10 or so, but I will tell you guys how much it is after I go. Okay, I am back from my little walk around Queen Village. My bangs look like this because it is raining, which we will get to, but I had a couple of little expenses when I was out. So first of all, I Ubered there and back. My plan was that I was gonna Uber down there, but then walk back. It's like 15 to 20 blocks to walk back to my apartment. So I was planning to take an Uber down there and then walk home. I like to do that if I'm going like a further distance. Sometimes if I am gonna Uber, I'll like let myself Uber one way, but that was the plan. But then it started absolutely pouring rain. So when I first checked Uber to come back, it went up from like $10 to like $27. So I was like, not doing that. So I decided to just kind of like wait it out, hang out in the store that I was in and like just see what happened with the rain. So I ended up waiting it out. It turned into like a drizzle. When it first started, it was absolutely pouring. So I just waited for it to kind of start drizzling. And then I walked around a little bit. I walked a few blocks up, checked Uber again, and the Ubers were back to being like normal price. So I ended up Ubering home, but I got a little wet, so my hair looks crazy. But for the Ubers, I'm gonna check my app and I'll see how much they were. So the Uber to go down there was $9.88, and then the Uber to come back was $10.33. So I spent like $20 to Uber back and forth. Wasn't planning on spending the second one, but oh well. And then the other two things I did were I bought a little book for my niece, who is not even born yet. And I know that this book is probably more for the age of like 4, 5, 6 plus, like being able to look at and then being able to read probably later on, but I love it so much I had to buy it. It is so hard to have like self-control whatsoever when it comes to buying things for my niece, but I bought this book for her. I love it so much. It's a natural history of fairies. There was another one that was about mermaids that was also really cute, but I decided to limit myself to one. So this was $30, and then with tax it was $32.40. And I think it's the cutest thing. I love it. The other money that I spent when I was out, I wasn't planning on, but I had been kind of like planning on the back of my head of doing this, but I wasn't planning to do it today necessarily. But when I was down there, I stopped by a piercing shop, and I decided to just walk in and see if they're able to do walk-ins for jewelry removal. I had this little labret piercing, which is the one with like the flat back and then the jewel screws on the front, and I have had it for like 4 years and I've never been able to unscrew it to like wear a different earring in my ear. So I walked in and I was like, hey, do you guys have time to do this? And they said, yeah, we have time right now, there's no charge. And I was like, oh, amazing. So it took the guy probably like 30 seconds to take it out, and then I tipped him $10 because they didn't charge me, and I always feel bad about that. So I tipped him $10. He asked me to leave him a good review, and I was like, you got it. So that's the money I spent today. I'll put the grand total right here, but that's kind of it for the day. It's raining outside, it's really gloomy, so I'm not really planning to like go anywhere or do much else today. I think I'm just gonna cook myself a cozy little dinner and hang out at home, probably watch something on TV or watch a movie, clean my apartment a little bit, and that's it. So I don't think I'm spending any more money today. Hey guys, it is the next day and I'm getting ready to go over to FedEx to drop off a package for work, but I also have a package that I'm sending to my sister that I need to pay to ship, so I will bring you guys along. So I just got back. I feel like the theme of this video is my bangs looking crazy after I come back from being out. But I went to FedEx and I dropped off a package for my sister that was $12.15 to ship it to her in New York from Philadelphia. And then also my FedEx is right near Trader Joe's, and I had just had like a couple little random grocery items that I needed. So I grabbed like just some random stuff, mostly stuff that like they didn't have last time I was there or things that I ran out of during the week. So Trader Joe's was $28.94. Hey everyone, it's the next day, Tuesday, September 27th, and I actually had one other expense from yesterday that I did not film. So I took an Uber over to my boyfriend's house to spend the night, have dinner, hang out. I've been working from his house today. So that was the only other expense yesterday, and it was $11.13. So I will put the total for Monday right here and the cumulative total that we're at for the week up here. And so far today on Tuesday, I have not spent any money. I've just been hanging out, working from home, and I'm not planning on spending anything except I'm probably gonna Uber home from here later today. So I'm anticipating that to be like another $10-ish. Hey guys, so it's a little bit later. I am home now from my boyfriend's house. I did Uber home and it was $11.24. So I will put the daily total right here and our cumulative total for the week up here because I'm not planning on spending anything else today. I'm just gonna hang out at home. I think that tomorrow is gonna be probably a more exciting day for vlogging and also for potentially spending money because tomorrow I'm going into New York City. I go to the city like once a week, sometimes every other week for work. So tomorrow I'm going into the office. I'm gonna visit some of my clients. Usually when I'm like running around in the city, I will like grab something for lunch. I have like my subway card, stuff like that. So I will bring you guys with me tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be a little more interesting. But yeah, so far, I don't think we've spent too much. I guess editing me will know because I'll put the number in. So far, it's been a pretty normal week for me. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Good morning, guys. It is actually a couple days later. It is now Friday, September 30th. I had the busiest past couple days. So on Wednesday, as you just saw, I was in New York all day, and pretty much all I bought was subway rides and lunch when I was out. Okay, and I also didn't know whether to count my Amtrak like trip, like my ticket for Amtrak, because I buy my tickets way in advance because they're much cheaper. I go to the city like once a week for work, so I try to buy my tickets like a month or two in advance. So I didn't buy the ticket this week, but I used the ticket this week, and I normally count my spending on like when I purchase something and not when I'm using something. So I decided not to count it in this video, but let me know down below, how do you guys deal with that? Like if you're buying tickets or like a vacation or something in advance, do you count it in your budget when you buy it or when you use it? But yeah, Wednesday was extremely busy. I was running all around the city visiting all my different salons that I work with, and then I got home and I basically just got in bed right away because I was so tired. And also on Wednesday all day, my sister was having like early signs of labor, so I was like waiting the whole day thinking my niece was gonna be born, and by the end of Wednesday she still wasn't born, but my sister was at the hospital and like getting everything prepared. So I had a feeling that on Thursday I would wake up to my niece being born, and she was. So my niece was born on Thursday morning. I am so happy and excited. So that consumed a lot of my day yesterday, just like talking to my sister and looking at photos and just like being so excited and happy about the new baby. And yesterday, because it was the day after I was in New York all day, I was exhausted and I did not leave my house. I basically just worked from home all day, caught up on stuff. I had so much stuff to do already for Thursday, and then during New York when I was out and about, I had so many other things come up that I also needed to do. So I'm a little bit behind on my to-do list for work. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna be doing today, is like grinding it out and getting some work done so I can get caught up for the week. I'm also going to Montreal next week for work. So I have a lot to do before my trip. And I also have an eye doctor appointment later today. I think I have to pay a copay for that. And then I think afterwards I'm gonna go look for new glasses. So I will bring you guys to that. But like I said, Thursday I didn't spend any money. So I'll put in the total for Wednesday right here, and then the cumulative total for where we're at up here. And I'll bring you guys with me today. It's Friday, so it's the start of the weekend. I have a feeling that I will be spending a little bit of money today and probably tomorrow as well. So I'm back home now. I'm trying to film this really quick because it's starting to get dark outside. But I am home now from my eye doctor's appointment and also from going to look at new glasses. And I bought a pair of glasses at Warby Parker. So I ended up paying $49 for my eye appointment. My copay was $10, and then there was like one test that wasn't covered by my insurance, which was $39, so I had to pay for that out of pocket. And then at Warby Parker, I got a new pair of glasses, which were $145. And I will insert here the glasses that I got if you want to see what they look like. It's gonna take them like a week to arrive. And I will put down in the description like the name of them if you like the style. I had looked online for glasses from Warby Parker. Like I made a list of styles that I was interested in. And then when I went to the store, I ended up getting one that I hadn't even put on my list because I tried it on and I just really liked them. But that's kind of it for the day. I'm just gonna hang out at home. It's Friday night. I have no plans, nothing going on. So I will put the daily total right here and our cumulative total up here. And tomorrow is Saturday, so it'll be the last day of this experiment. And I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow, so I guess I'll check in with you in the morning and I'll let you know like what's going on and where we're going. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, which means it is the last day for this video. And I have a kind of busy-ish day planned. It's actually not morning anymore, it's the afternoon because I had a super slow start to my day, but I need to go to the post office and drop off a package for Poshmark. I need to go to FedEx and drop off packages for work, and then also one more package for my sister that I need to pay for. It's the farmer's market today, so I might walk through the farmer's market. We'll see if I have time. And then I'm also planning to go walk down Pine Street into Center City to do some more thrifting to finish up my thrift video. I'm leaving on Monday morning to go to Montreal for 4 days for work, so I'm trying to get a whole bunch of errands and stuff done today before I leave. So just get all my errands done out of the house, get the house cleaned up, get everything in order. I'm not gonna buy groceries because I'm gonna be leaving on Monday, so I'm just gonna kind of scrounge around and see what I can cook with what I have left at home. I may pick up something for lunch, we'll see. But yeah, it's kind of a busy day. I'm just gonna be running around a bit, so I will bring you guys with me, and then at the end of the day, we will do a little recap of everything I spent. Was this truly a typical week for me? Do I regret anything I bought? You know, how did it all line up? So let's go because I have a lot of stuff to do today. Hey guys, so it's actually Sunday now. When I got home yesterday, I was so exhausted. I did not want to do anything else. I pretty much just got straight in bed. So I'm gonna film the last little clip of this on Sunday, and we're back to where we started. It's another very rainy day. I thought about like dressing up and doing my makeup and putting on a cute outfit to like do this outro, but to be honest with you, it's raining, it's gloomy. I am packing to go on a trip tomorrow, so I'm just like, I don't have time for any of that. Okay, so yesterday I walked all around. My main objective for the day was finishing up my thrifting video that I've been working on. I'm gonna release a series of thrifting in Philadelphia videos. So I've been working on the first one, trying to finish it up. I did that yesterday. I finished all my filming and visiting places. I bought a little pink glass vintage jar at the first place, and this was a place I had never been to, so this was a fun find. It was a little bit more expensive than what I normally would like to spend on secondhand glassware from a thrift store, but I really liked it. It was a small business. I had never been in there before. I had a nice time chatting with the owner, so I was like, okay, I will spend $25 on this vase. So I'll put a picture of it right here so you can see what it looks like. So I bought that vase. I also had dropped off some packages that day. I dropped off like 7 packages. All of them except for one were prepaid because they were work-related packages. So I was able to use my work FedEx account. I didn't have to pay for those. But one of them I was sending to my sister, so I mailed that to her. That was $12.10. Then I just kept walking around. I visited a bunch of other thrift stores. I ended up going into the restaurant where my boyfriend works. They were kind of like cleaning up and closing out, so I just hung out there for a while, didn't spend any money. And then on my way walking home, I stopped into Buffalo Exchange because I was thinking about the fact that like I really don't have a lot of fall clothing right now. So I was looking for like some fall dresses, jeans, sweaters, that type of stuff. And I ended up finding a couple things at Buffalo Exchange. I got 4 things and it was $40 altogether. So I thought that was a pretty good total. And then the only other thing I got charged for yesterday was my Epidemic Sound membership. So that's like a website that I'm a member of that lets you use music for YouTube. It's for content creators. So that was $15. I pay that every month and it just happened to bill yesterday. So I will count it on this week's video. So the grand total of everything I spent this week was $468.44. So to be honest, that seems a little high, and I guess we can talk about why in a second, but yeah, that seems high to me. I feel like I didn't really buy anything crazy this week, but I did have a couple of unusual expenses. But I wanted to talk about things that I thought were worth it and not worth it. So I really think that my lunch on Wednesday in New York was not worth it. I think I should have just gotten lunch and not a drink also, because drinks cost as much or more as food in New York City. And I just think that like I didn't really need to do that. It was in the middle of the day. I just like there's no real reason to have a drink. I just kind of wanted to feel fancy. So that's definitely something I could have cut out. Also, I bought glasses this week, and it's not that that was like not a worthwhile purchase. It definitely was, but like buying glasses and going to the eye doctor, that's already like $200. So it's like half of the total basically that is like very abnormal. It's like a once a year expense that just happened to occur this week. And then the other thing that I was kind of questioning earlier in the video is whether I should count my Amtrak trip. So I do pay for my own commute when I commute to New York, and I buy my tickets in advance. I buy them like a month in advance. So earlier I was talking about whether to include it in this video or not, because I paid for it like several weeks ago, but I used it to like this week. So normally in my budget keeping system, I count things when I buy them and not when I use them. So I wouldn't count the Amtrak tickets, but just if you're curious, if I did count them, it was $38. It's $19 each way to go back and forth from Philly to New York. That's the cheapest fare. Sometimes if you wait, it goes up to like $26 each way, and it can go up to like $38 each way or higher. So I try to buy them like a month in advance because that's when you can get them for $19. I've never seen them lower than $19 for any day of the week. But if I were to include those, that would add $38 to the total. So the total would become $506.44. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really try to go out of my way to like buy or not buy anything that I normally would. I tried to just kind of keep it real and realistic and reasonable with what I normally spend. I'm trying to manage my money responsibly and save as much as I can and invest as much as I can, in addition to like enjoying my life and doing fun things and having a cocktail at lunch if I want to. So I think this week was a pretty like realistic glimpse into what my life normally looks like. But definitely let me know in the comments, what do you guys spend in a week? What are your budget things that you feel feel like you could cut out or you could get rid of. What are your little indulgences that you really love spending every week? And also let me know if you guys like these videos. This is my second sort of financial related video. I really am interested in this topic, so if you guys like these videos, I will keep making them. I'm thinking about making like a monthly budgeting series, or maybe a video about like how I spend my paycheck every time I get paid, like how I divide it up, what I invest, what I save. I don't know. I'm no expert, but it's very interesting to me. So if that's something you guys would want to hear from me, definitely let me know in the comments. And otherwise, don't forget to like this video if you liked it. It really helps my channel a lot. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.